It's really good to see the response be super positive for Cream in particular, because I felt like I was, in a way, taking a risk by going back to kind of like my mixtape vibes, and I was going against, I guess, what had been my recipe for success for the last few years and things that had charted and stuff. And you know, when I put out mixtapes, I wasn't signed. So it was like, if I did have a deal and I did have that platform, but I had that energy, would people like this? Because I know I like it. It's what I would be doing without a record deal. It's what I organically was doing. But how would, like, being on a bigger platform now, how do those people feel about, like, mixtape Iggy? Me and Tyga have been friends for a long time. I met him in 2010, 2009 maybe. We always like hang out and play music with each other and stuff like that in the past. And we've talked about collaborating, but we just never really sat down and started writing records or anything. And we started hanging out again probably this time last year. I was playing records for Survive This Summer because that was already something that was happening. And he wasn't really in an energy at that time. I think like with his music, he was more making things that were melodic, more singing, and I was making things that were really, really aggressive. And I kept saying to him, like, I don't even know if I can say what I was saying to him on camera, but I kept saying to him, people want to see basically Rack City Tyga. I was like, people want to see you get your dick out and just smack someone across the face with it. That's what I said to him verbatim. But in music. Like, that's what you musically, like, that's what we want from you. Like, we want aggression. And it's funny because he really pushed me, I think, like, this is what we want from Iggy Azalea. And it was like, we could be honest with each other because we're friends, even though we weren't collaborating at that time. Well, this is what they want from you. Well, if we're being honest, this is what they want from you. And I think it helped us both because he ended up putting out Taste, and then I have Cream. Well, me and Wiz have done collaborations in the past. We did a song for the Fast and Furious soundtrack. That song that we did for Fast and Furious was obviously specifically for that movie. I never felt like we really got to explore like what would we organically do, not thinking about a movie or that energy, like what would just our organic energy be. So I just hit him up. I already had written the song and I'd written like 17 verses to it, to be honest. I just couldn't pick what was the flow and cadence that I wanted. I don't know why, there's something about that beat. The beat to it is very has this like very bouncy vibe that makes you want to rap comically without meaning to, and suddenly you're like, why is my verse so funny? Fuck, it's not supposed to have this many jokes, but there's something about it that just makes you want to be comical. And so I wrote this verse so many times, like, no, it's too serious, it's too comical, it's too serious. What the fuck is the balance? I don't fucking know. And I sent it to him. I was like, what do you think? I don't know. Do you like this? Do you want to do something else? And he sent something back like right away. I was like, no, I fucking really like it. And I was like, I'm probably going to rewrite my verse. He was like, stop fucking rewriting your verses. They're fine. I like them. So it kind of took the pressure off me a bit with that record to put him on, because there are like 57 million versions of it and I just couldn't pick. So at least with Wiz, I was like, hey, look, I only have to pick one verse now, so it kind of makes my job a little bit easier.